Team Secret's turn to ban.
Yeah, I mean, ank4ra is his 4th most played.
I think Ace plays it.
Mib1's played it, and it's his 3rd most played in the last 90 days.
Really? 3rd most?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing he's played more of is Necro and Ember.
Hmm.
So he has played a little of it. So yeah, that's a fairly flexible pick for them, isn't it?
I think Pugner's has become a great hero. It's maybe been a bit underrepresented at this tournament.
Yeah, it's very quiet here.
It's one of those heroes that's just sometimes maybe a bit awkward to use in the lineup. Immortals is probably the best team right now at just first phasing that hero and just using it however they want, because they have 3 players on it. They play on all 3 lanes. They look at what's the best option that they have, but it has some weaknesses. It's super susceptible to being killed until level 10 when it gets the health talent. Sure, you have Decrepify, but a lot of nukes just kill this hero from like 100 to 0 almost. It doesn't have any disable. It does have good building damage, and it has good synergy in pairings or in trios with other heroes, but it's not that strong on its own a lot of the time early on, especially as position 3.
So Liquid will get back for the breaker.
They actually got it in the 2nd phase. You would have thought if they wanted the breaker, they would pick it first phase into the NS, but Secret were probably not expecting them to want it anymore, since they just let it through.
Sneaky.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a high risk, high reward kind of play. They got another strong opener instead, and
5
we were
seconds
hoping they would still get their breaker.
Did they need a first phase to Sven? They, of all teams, I think, run the Wisp with a lot of different combinations.
They tried IO Tiny earlier this tournament and got
IO Ember is a very common
run over to them.
Dire team's turn to pick.
I think they sometimes like to lead them.
Lion? Where the hell? Okay.
Great hero against Spirit Breaker. It's actually super
not something we've seen for a while, though.
He has an instant Hex. He has a good stun.
Oh, there's no Rubik, that's why.
And yeah, Rubik is
very good at killing Wisp, too.
10
Finger of
seconds
Death is a
remaining.
strong spell.
Huge versus Wisp.
Decrep Finger of Death is
5
900
seconds
damage,
remaining.
I think, after reductions, almost. Finger level 1 is like 600, right? Decrep Amp is pretty significant if you max it at least.
Dude, his new talent with Ags is amazing. Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's
Dude,
crazy.
it is so
we were
good.
looking at the Ags talents
It is amazing.
whenever I build my lineup, Ben, I look at my support and I'm like, my Lion is definitely going to peak at level 20 with an Axe this game. This is a level 20 Lion Axe game.
This is it.
Surely that's my pick. I would love to see this game.
If you have an Alk, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Without
donations are always welcome.
Can definitely help.
Donated Ags.
I would love to see that.
It's super cool, but I feel like the primary reason for this pick is actually Spirit Breaker.
Yep, makes sense.
But it's also, like you said, decent against the IO. It's good to have some stuns against Sven. He deals damage really fast, but can obviously, if you can control the Sven, it's nice. But they have nothing piercing BKB right now at all.
I think Hex is actually pretty good, though, in general. And Miracle also doesn't like BKB that much.
That's true. Play the player, not the game. Or play the player and the game.
Play the player, not the hero.
10 seconds
There it is.
remaining.
Got it.
Got a little bit more nonsense going here. I got your back, Paul.
5 seconds
stuff.
remaining.
Glad to know.
Bad Rider. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
not the most common pick into Night Stalker. I've thought a bit about these vision matchups and how it works, because a lot of the time you would feel like, oh, Night Stalker's a counter to Beastmaster or Bad Rider because these heroes rely a lot on their vision and you can limit their vision. But you can also flip it around and be like, oh, we at least have some sort of vision against Night Stalker. Like we have something that can fly over and see stuff. And the more I think about it, the less Night Stalker favorite I think it is, because it's more important to see something against that hero than it is to have like free vision on the vision hero in general, I think.
Makes sense. And really good combo with a
great
relocate.
catch for relocate, exactly. Now they have 2 reload catches. Team Liquid's teamfight is a bit lacking though. They have no really good AoE control. They have Stormhammer. They get a good charge maybe. And that's another point about Lion. We talked about how it kills Wisp, but it's actually a good hero against reload. If you're good with Earth Spike, you can counterplay reload really well. Juggernaut.
It's funny, just looking through, I know this is on the other side, but Kuroki's 3rd most played in the last 60 days is Lion. Just as a freaky thing, even though it's on Secret right now.
In pubs?
Yeah, over all of his games.
10 seconds remaining.
So FPL stuff as well. Actually, I don't think he's played in the FPL. I'm not got that on my notes, but I'm pretty sure he
5
has.
seconds remaining.
So Juggernaut, Secret wanted a hero that can lane against Bad Rider so that their supports are more free to move. It's especially important when you have Night Stalker that he's not locked in the safe lane to babysit someone. So there's that freedom for him to get moving. The alternative that Secret primarily like to go against the Bad Rider would be the Weaver, but Spirit Breaker is a really bad matchup. It's one of the worst heroes you can play against this Weaver. else I think this would have been a Weaver pick for Secret, but Juggernaut's their plan B. Not that Spirit Breaker isn't good against him either. It's still good. You can stun with charge. You have the Nether Strike through spin as well, so 2 spin counters, but you generally don't go from 100 to 0 in Blade Fury. Weaver has a tendency to just get squatted. Get squished. So now Liquid ding into the extra time. They will want to last pick Matumba's hero here. I think it's exclusively Miracle Pling Sven for them. So they're trying to set up for a good Matumba game.
Radiant team ban.
Heroes that are... Oh, they banned the Viper again. Mid one being targeted here. Secret have the choice here whether they want to put the Pugna mid or off. At this point. And the Jugger can even both go off or mid and safe lane as well. So don't count out the option of Ace playing a different hero as well. Yep. Could be a mid 1 Jugger.
Not in his top 10 right now. Ace is
5 seconds remaining.
Pugna, but it is in the top 3 for mid 1. And it is in the top 4 for Fat.
Yep.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
So there's an Ursa ban. That this looks like they're gonna pick a specific hero that they've already planned. Yeah. It might just be thinking about the possible alternatives, but this is a very peculiar ban unless you want a lane matchup. That's just bad.
Alchemist.
Ill-advised this game with. But you could get the
10 seconds remaining.
for Lion. Yeah.
Worth. Totally worth.
5 seconds
Well, that's
remaining.
one of the matchups that Ursa's really good against. These are good runners. But Ember
Dire
and Alk,
team's
I think,
turn
are
to
his 2
pick.
best matchups.
Super solid.
Actually, yeah, they're
Good against Necro, I guess. Diffusal carrier.
There's a lot. Yeah. Okay.
I look at the Secret lineup and I see a lot of magic damage and a lot of like team fight focus. The only physical damage they have is the Juggernaut, more or
10
less.
seconds
So
remaining.
what Liquid can consider is taking like a magic resistance route where they build hoods.
5
They
seconds
could
remaining.
get BKB heroes, or they could try to split the map and not let Secret 5-man, because Secret's actually pretty bad at skirmishes, which is annoying to play Night Stalker with. It's a very 5-man centric Night Stalker game.
They're ready.
Okay, well that's a more
Choose
standard
your
pick, I
hero.
guess. With the Bloodseeker on Team Liquid, they're ready. We're almost ready. Cinderin, what do you make of the draft?
I like Liquid again. I think what is the most important thing from this is that Bat Rider gets lane against the Necro. If they can manage to ensure that, I favor their laning phase, and it's Liquid with Io Sven. So off to a good start in the lanes, and Liquid will get this game. This time they are not on a timer like last time.
Level 20 Lion eggs. Let's go. I believe in the App Store. Let's see.
You ready? Yeah? Okay. Alright, well, let's find out as we head into our final game of this semi-final. This one will decide who goes to the grand final. Is it Team Liquid or Team Secret? Let's find out.
Liquid is heading to the grand finals of the first major of the season here at ESL 1 Hamburg. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be that MVP? We'll have to find out together as Blitz and I are going to cast through this game for you. Blitz, how'd you feel about the draft so far? I feel like it's somewhat standard on both sides.
Yeah, nothing too surprising. I think the line is the thing that throws me off the most. It's the only hero that doesn't like quite belong there.
Yeah.
But even that is kind of okay.
Yeah, it'll work out decently, right? It's just a solid disabler. It can burst down the wisp. That sounds okay to me.
Yeah, and oftentimes they want to put Yapzor on a hero that just has some kind of way to kill a bunch of creeps at once. Line is one of those best. And Ben said that he didn't think that this line was going to get Ags and is level 20. I would wager that you were wrong. That's Yapzor.
That's Yapzor playing the Lion, and Puppy on the Night Stalker. So we all know who's going to be taking the farm priority between those two. Yapzor, the big playmaker of the two of them. Puppy, the quieter captain, assisting his team through wards. Mind Control's going to go for the classic Bat Rider play. Slips his way behind the tier 1 tower. Gets a ward down. He's going to cut that first creep wave. Hope to be able to pick up level 2. I say that. You actually don't get level 2 anymore off the first wave. You're just shy of it.
It's still really nice to do, though.
Yeah.
It kind of helps out the lanes quite a bit. I'm a man.
Let's get moving.
The Blood Rage up Puppy. Get charged, and this is what we wanted to see. The line spike against the Spirit Breaker charge.
I'll take that.
Very easily telegraphed, makes for easier spikes.
That's
First
a really
game
nice set.
that Miracle has played a hero for the second time. Interesting.
He really likes playing a multitude of heroes, and if they're not careful, he might not get the opportunity to add more heroes to that list.
Yeah, you can see the Bat Rider already going through that pull. Now, they picked up the Juggernaut. The panel was saying it's a good matchup versus the Bat Rider. You just not have to worry too much about your laning phase. And you kind of see that. Secret are willing to leave that Juggernaut alone because Puppey and Yapzor have combined their powers together to battle up against Kuro. But Kuro does have the assistance of GH. It's a deadly duo. Go for a charge away, but Void is going to be able to stop him. Oh no, Kuro! He oversteps his bounds as the Spirit Breaker frontliner and ends up going down to Team Secret. Early first blood.
And meanwhile, up at top, Pugna getting absolute free farm. This tri-lane on tri-lane situation mid is going to favor Secret, especially after the first blood that they managed to pick up. And
Ace is going to be run down here. He already went through his spin, so mind control going to get a little extra damage on him. Meanwhile, we saw Miracle try and go on ank4ra as GH made the rotation across. But Yapzor is pretty much following GH around right now. It's going to make this 1v1 into a 2v2.
Yeah, and so far so good as Secret continuing to just farm. This time around, though, Man is getting a pretty free laning phase. This kind of goes both ways, though.
This is a losing lane, right? I mean, I feel like unless I'm looking at a Razor or a Viper, like Bloodseeker just wins these mid lane matchups because he always gets so many denies.
Yeah, and he's going to start to pull ahead, but it's his top lane right now. And
stun too. GH. Oh no, they missed it.
I think
Earth Spike just a little too late.
That was a little greedy. He was trying not to stack it up, but I think if he just fires it off there, the right click is enough with the damage to get the kill.
And at very least, even if he does get the tether off, say he's only like one hit away, ank4ra can just charge forward.
Yes, but instead he's got 2 bottle charges on him. Going to continue to cycle through those, and ank4ra continues to have a very good time up at this top lane, but doesn't really have bottom.
You would say this is probably an evenly matched lane, this 1v1, the Bat Rider versus the Juggernaut?
I think the Jug is favored, because it's easier for him to CS. You've played Bat Rider before.
Yeah, it's like you're trying sticky napalm, but really the only way to beat out a Juggernaut is if you're going to have like a couple of sticky napalm sticks. Right clicks are still.
And CSing as a Bat Rider it feels pretty bad. You got one of the worst.
Like 49 damage or something.
Yeah. And the good news right now for Secret is that
he's got a stun here. GH might just be in trouble. The blast not going to hit GH here.
Ooh, that blast connects, but Puppey is really going for it right now.
Miracle.
Yeah, Miracle just taking a bunch.
He's waiting for the tether forward, and now the tether does come as the charge comes through, but Puppey's not immediately able to jump on a GH like he was hoping for. ank4ra pops a Fairy Fire, gets a little bit more damage out, managed to get the trap fight on himself. He's running away. Kuro, he's actually one step ahead. He gets the healing salve off. That is beautiful play from ank4ra. Transformed into an off laner, and what a beautiful play here in this game 3 of Team Liquid versus Secret.
Did Kuro, okay.
Yeah, suicide into Roshan. I'm not sure if that was intentional or he just got bashed in an opportune time, either way.
Very sure that was intentional as mid one. Doesn't have his Ghost Shot available, and ank4ra committing for this, but with the heal and the Fairy Fire up, he's taking a lot of damage from the tower.
Why doesn't he have Ghost Shot for just the efficiency?
A lot of people skip it nowadays.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
not feeling it.
A little bit greedier, but overall it makes the lane a lot easier to play.
Yeah. I was just thinking like Heartstopper Aura is just, it's going to be rectified by the fact that ank4ra is going to be able to get last hits, including that one on mid one.
That was huge. Getting a solo kill, he's now going to be a full level ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have the opportunity for another kill with Rupture that's coming up.
And that's the downside. If you kill somebody without Rupture, then they TP in mid, and now your escape mechanic is gone.
Yeah, so that's why Secret do have to bring some heroes to mid quite soon. The Rupture is up right now.
They're gathered around that area, and Liquid, this is their saving grace so far, is that ank4ra got that solo kill, and he is doing quite well for himself. Kuro getting into a old teammate battle.
1v1 of hard 5 positions. Kuro is the first one to blink here.
And Yapzor just trying to set up creeps. I thought for a second he was going to last hit.
There's the Rupture play on the mid one. The TP's coming in from the Lion. Those disables combined with the tower is going to make it a little bit difficult, but the charge coming in, nice. He managed to get the Hex off before the charge actually hits mid one and would have bumped him back. And now Kuro's quite low. He actually goes for the TP out. Both GH and Matumba Man are dangerously low. Matumba Man is trying to get these kills in order to stay alive, but he's not going to make it. Puppey gets the Void just in time. A 2-for-1 trade-off to the favor of Secret.
And they did not expect Necrophos to
and
at
even
level
more.
5 skill that, and Miracle.
They do get that big nuke, but it's not quite enough. Fada does have vision, but he's not going to be able to make it out of here. The charge onto him. They're just going to try and run him down.
Yeah, this is going to deal a lot of damage here.
So he's going to be run down. Fada seems like got a little too aggressive on a Miracle. Just barely shy of that kill, too.
And I thought for a second he'd go over for something crazy like Mango to Crest, but I think he's still dead there.
Yeah.
The stun was cooling off. They would have chased him down. Didn't quite make it up there anyways, as Matumba Man continues to farm. Unfortunately for him, that death is going to cost his lead a little bit.
Yeah. Same goes with Fada, though, and his death in the top lane, because he was doing very well, 27-8 right now compared to the 26-3 of the Sven. So, considering it is an off lane, I would definitely consider that a win for Secret.
And Kuro thought about charging Fada, but Pugna not really in that position. And Mind Control, one of the best heroes at dealing with this Necrophos. You can just sticky him 2 or 3 times and immediately make the move. The Ghost Shot will kill him even faster.
Mind Control found an Invis room. But, Secret did have a ward down there.
Also, nobody's bottom for like 2 straight minutes.
Yeah. But mid one is still going to be caught here, it looks like. He's trying to run off the Rupture, so Mind Control doesn't actually get in range of the lasso. Bloodright is going to land. No, just outside of the range there.
Mind Control pops the Firefly, but it's been a while now since he's been missing from bottom. This Juggernaut finally starting to pick up some free farm in his absence as Secret.
Full rotation coming up.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be pretty happy with this laning phase so far, although
Fada's going to get gone on right as the supports in gear, so they could turn this around if he gets the correct die off his walls. The Sun, that's a beautiful setup. Fada turns around, managed to get a big nuke off, and now Ace is here as well, so the Sven's going to be in big trouble. Ace is just hoping to be able to get that soul dash off. He doesn't even need it. He's just going to go ahead and get the spin kill. Kuro is going to have to run himself away from this one. A full retreat for the captain of Team Liquid, leading his allies to die 6-3 now. Secret taking a very early lead.
they have just straight up ruined Miracle's game.
Matumba Man, he's getting a lot of last hits, so Death Pulse is helping him regen up, and he's going to be able to get the Ghost Shroud, but it looks like this Bloodright play could be enough. Mid-one's going to go for the TP out. They don't have a stun, nor enough damage to both bring him down, and back home he goes.
Yeah, fully completed Veil, and Yapzor's Lion, before that ended up happening, he's done so much already. The double stuns, very effective against the Spirit Breaker so far, and this has been their counter. How will it work out is Yapzor already level 5.
They're beating on Dire's
I mean, it's only
going to
get better, right? Once you get Finger of Death against the Wisp, just...
Against anybody on Liquid's lineup
like
at this
Dire
point,
fortified
Finger
their
Death
structures.
almost always leads to a kill.
Dire's top
The
tower
downside
is
though,
under attack.
oftentimes with Lion is they run him in that 5 position role,
Yep.
and you have like a level 3
Radiant's
Lion
bottom
at 10
tower's
minutes
got
that has one of the worst move speeds in the game,
those
can't afford
cracks
himself
in
a Blink
Dire's top
Dagger,
tower?
and so he becomes a liability in these fights. But in this situation, Yapzor playing the 4 position line is getting quite a bit of farm, which is interesting considering he has a Night Stalker on his team.
Fada's Pugna is trying to make his way down to bottom lane, wants to be able to stay in lane against the Sven. And
Dire's top
defend
tower
this
is under
At the
attack.
same time, Ace is trying to threaten the
I guess
top
Radiant
tier
fortified their
ones.
structures.
Miracle goes ahead, pops the God Strength.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Throws out the stun, hoping to catch, but unable to do so. And Secret gonna defend their tier 1 tower, and Liquid repelled again from this bottom area as the Rupture comes on.
Yeah, they just saw a lot of heroes, so they feel comfortable going for this mid lane kill. Mid one does have TPs ready to help him out. He's going to go for the TP out. Jakremfine's here as well, but the charge is going to be able to stop that TP. Ace comes in. They've got the Reaper's side. They have enough damage. No, but GH mitigates it just enough that he's not going to be able to die, but the blast finish off both of them. Looks like the Necrophos caught inside the lasso, but it's not enough either. He doesn't burn underneath the Firefly. Now GH is going to be caught as well. Decrepify blast and Ace, an easy double kill for him. Liquid are getting destroyed by Secret in this Game 3, just like they did in Game 2.
They are trying to force things a little bit too much, and they are suffering for it. You notice there are 2 supports
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
struggling with levels right now.
Dire have fortified their
Hasn't really been
structures.
able to do too much. This Spirit Breaker and this Wisp, they're not supposed to be this far behind, and Yapzor is about to hit his level 6. There's a Tome available for him
Radiant's
shortly,
bottom
and this
tower
mid
has
tower is
fallen.
getting assaulted, but with no mana on any of their heroes, they're going to back up. Still, I think they're going to be really satisfied with their haul.
Oh, absolutely.
Double damage.
And Puppy ends up going for an Iron Talon. Is farming up a little bit more.
This sustains.
Well, I guess if you're going to be buying for it's Puppy. But you still want to get farm on the Night Stalker. There's no sense in not being able to get like Medallion, maybe an Aghanims later on to the game. Yeah, Night Stalker does see a lot of farming time during daytime, right?
It's going to be Puppy that picks up the Tome. And you are correct. During the time it is. What else is there to do? Secret. They're just letting Liquid crash into them, and they're just not breaking.
Blast after blast. Rained in mid lane. Tower is about to fall.
And mid one about to hit his level 10. Very good
Don't have a blast to finish on that tower,
Dyer's
though.
middle tower
Government
has
will
been
take the
denied.
He just prepped it. Blood Secret gets the deny, but that's still a very early mid tower being taken. Fada using the shrine. Doesn't really even care. As now they make their way down, there is a ward there, and Miracle's just gonna farm out the jungle. And how are we looking on stack so far?
Yeah, Miracle needs big ancient stacks to get back in this game, because he did not have a fun laning phase, that's for sure. So you can see a 2-stack, 1 set of ancients.
Good top.
Mind Control goes for the TP out right next to the creep wave, so feeling comfortable with that ace, who didn't actually have Omni Slash out of mana.
And now Nighttime Puppy, level 6, making his way forward. GH.
Absor coming in. Maybe they can kill Sven here. Oh, they definitely can. They've got a huge burst of magic damage coming in with the Reaper's Sight. GH, who didn't have his level 6 to be able to relocate his buddy out, is also going to be caught here. Tried to go for the tether, but got silenced up right as Puppy came in. The Absor was able to finish him off with a finger of death.
A lot of gold now coming on the side of Secret as they're up 2k gold, 12-3.
Oh, Mind Control's gonna Ace is gonna get caught here. Managed to get the Rupture, plus the lasso.
Yeah, doesn't want to try to
Waiting till the last second. Good play from Liquid. They needed something. Holy crap, they were getting run over this game.
Dire structures are
Secret.
fortified.
Now they're going to push out bottom tower as Yapzor has fired his gun, so not going to have anything available for quite
Dire's
some
bottom
time.
tower is under attack.
And so we're 2 minutes down.
This Necrophos is already level 10. He's got that 40 damage. Yeah. Making him make chipping down these towers so much easier.
Now,
Dire's
this
bottom
bottom
tower
lane push
being
is going to
chipped
end
away.
as Secret. They're very happy with everything they've gone so far. They've knocked down all the tier 1 towers. And they don't even really have a pushing lineup. They were just kind of able to do it on the back of this Necro more than even the Pugna.
GH desperately needs his level 6.
Yes. They all need their level 6.
Spiritbreaker doesn't have his either. I was like, who are you talking about? I thought it would just be the Wisp. Nope, Crow's
level 4 at 13 minutes.
Oh, he's not living the life. That is not the fun life of a Spiritbreaker. You're supposed to be level 6, running around, getting kills. Yeah. Not this guy.
The upside, though, is because they've been splitting so much XP with Fodder, he is a little bit underleveled.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good trade.
Oh, yeah. They've been constantly grouping up with this Pugna to allow him to take all these tier 1 towers. As you said, as a result, he's underleveled, yes, but it has been an impossible duo for Liquid to be able to contest, right? Like, being able to have a Necrophos and a Pugna. You can't get a strong initiation on either one of those without the other interfering. So
Secret. They don't have their Finger of Death quite yet, but they do want to make this play. And hopefully every single time Finger of Death is up, for Secret anyways, they want to nab a kill with it, 30 seconds until that's available to them. And on the other side of things, GH, stacking as much as he possibly can. He's going to be successful with that too. Really nice stack by him.
In Dire's top tower?
So God Strange just keep on going. Matamba Man is going to get a Blade Mail to try and make himself come online a little bit sooner. Maybe he can fight Secret a bit better soon when they go for one of these tier 2s. But they just let another tower drop. Tier 2, top lane, gone. And Secret are rapidly homing in on that tier 2 mid. And I'm beginning to wonder how far does Liquid let Secret push them?
Yeah, they're taking this pretty far right now in Secret. They don't want a passive farming game like they did in the last game. This time around, they don't have that ancient clear that they did with the Magnus. It's Liquid that wants the pace of the game to slow down quite a bit. And that's why Secret's going to push down these tier 2 towers. Liquid should take advantage of this time.
He even got a blast on that tier 3. So Secret's just, they're down to assault Liquid's base over and over again until Liquid finally makes them stop. Seems like that stop will never come because mind control. He's just here with Kuro. There's no real play that they're going to be trying making here, and he's just going to pull the creep wave over and pop that.
And creep wave is cleared. Liquid, the backup. Firefly was suspended, and during this time, Miracle just continued to farm. The correct play, I think, don't even attempt to take a fight here.
When can you take a fight if you're Liquid? Is it the
for-
Blink Daggers?
I think it would require like both your supports to be level 7 at least. I don't even know if 6 cuts it at this point.
Okay.
You probably need a Blink Dagger on your Sven and maybe like half an item more.
A charge. Now, Secret do have to be careful, right? They can't split up at all because you've got both a Spirit Breaker and a Bat Rider into a relocate, which is exactly what's going to be happening here in the top lane. See if they get this done fast enough. They're not. The spin goes off. Ace is going to try and get some distance away from Miracle, but he's got the tether extra movement speed, so he should be able to catch Ace anyway. Good setup for a kill there for Team Liquid. And they're not going to head back to bottom lane. Reaper Scythe, okay.
Somebody had to die for that, but still, very nice pickup. I thought that Ace would have gone for the TP out, but elects not to.
Thought maybe you think maybe the physical damage from Sven was just too much?
Yeah, that has to be the reason why they didn't go for something like that.
"16 minutes in, still no level 6 for Spirit Breaker. Secret did not slow down whatsoever. They got that kill on Wisp, who immediately rotated towards mid, hoping to be able to catch somebody. That would have been the Bloodseeker who was farming mid, but playing it safe. Team Liquid, I think they've felt the pace of the game from Secret and the way they're setting this, constantly running at you. And so they're playing it ultra safe right now, but it looks like they are going to get caught in the top lane here. The Sven is in some big time trouble. Going to be on the slash, Thinker of Death, everything being thrown at him. Mind Control can do nothing to save him. In fact, may join him on that trip to the grave, especially with Midwan here. Mind Control has no way out of this one. May not have the Reaper Scythe, but they're going to slow him down just enough to prevent him from getting over the cliff. And look at that. They just found 2 core kills right next to the Roshan pit. Do you need to save more?
They're mashing that. Still, Liquid, even with those 2 deaths, not getting way too far behind us. But Tamaman just continues to farm. The game's not looking great for them, but it's not out of their control yet. 17 minutes and a 3k gold lead is the worst thing to deal with. Your 2 cores are still very farmed. The majority of your gold deficit comes from the fact that your supports haven't been able to do anything.
Blast. 15-5, 3,000 gold lead. Adding a little bit extra on top of that now with the Aegis and the Roshan bounty. Liquid are going to continue to play off of their ancient stacks, though. They really don't have a whole lot of offensive options. They just got to sit back, farm. Hope that Secret won't be able to break the base. It just gets a little bit too late. Sven takes over the game.
It's not very easy for them to break the base, especially against a Bat Rider. If Mind Control can just get Firefly out, it stops a lot of that push.
And there's always the split push option, right? If Secret ever show 5, then you're going to have the Wisp Sven pushing out a side lane. And still going to be able to be there to defend that fight thanks to relocate.
So Ace has the Aegis. 2 times he's been caught now in this top area, and it looked like Liquid wanted to make a 3rd maneuver, but with nobody else on the map showing and that Aegis being there, they have to suspect that something is up as Ace is going to shove out this lane one more time. And Secret, they want to transition this into a really easy push with both tier 3 towers or tier 2 towers down in mid and at top. Any sort of pickoff leads to high ground for them with this Pugna.
If they went for the play that they've been doing, right? Lasso and to relocate, all of a sudden the 4 smoked up members of Secret, boom, trap activated, great team fight, straight into a tower push, maybe even a full lane of Rags. But Liquid didn't take that bait that Ace was presenting. Instead, they've been, again, playing off their off-lane camp, been a push at bottom from our Bat Rider.
It's very nice patience exhibited by them. It's very easy to just mindlessly go outside, try to defend out, but instead Puppy.
Kuro gets spotted, but he's close enough to base. He should be fine. Pugna is getting some chip damage on this tier 3.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's already at half health.
Yeah.
And this is the danger about playing against Pugna. But Fada, without that creep wave readily available to him.
So Liquid gotta defend now. There's Secret are gonna keep going for this siege.
Ace still has, what, like 3 minutes left on his Aegis? It's very unlikely that he gives off on this, and they're even going to drop the healing ward, force Liquid to commit to something. They're going to drop a ward right on their tower. He's going to spin.
A couple more hits on that tier 3. Liquid are going to have to actually jump out, make the initiation. The Blast and Ace having this Aegis, freely hitting that tier 3. They're going to take that tier 3 and open up shrines, and I don't think Liquid could afford to let that happen this early on in the game.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if YapzOr's fast. If YapzOr can catch the Batrider as he comes in, there's no Force Staff available on Mind Control, so it's not easy for him to get out. And now
oh, they're even going to get the burn on the Mind Control, so this is a free push forward from Ace. Going to try and put Sven on the front lines, though. Ace goes ahead, throws down the spin. More damage out. Fada is taking a lot of damage from this Rupture combination. They are going to grab him even. Take that one pick off. Now the Slash bounces around. He's going to get a Reaper Scythe kill onto a Spear Breaker, but they don't really care. Liquid, they've lost their hard fight position, but they will continue to take this fight. Ace does have another spin to be able to run himself out of this one. Mid-one's trying to slow him down with Ghost Shroud as well. Mind Control went for the back line. They managed to get the healing ward out. A stun goes on to Ace, though, trying to finish him off with the physical damage. Mind Control took out the healing ward. GH is going to be pursued out, though. He goes down. Necropose is big, and he's going to get a lot of damage over time. But all of these heroes, Miracle turns and fights, though. He managed to get the big time kill. GH with the buyback comes in, the relocate in to be able to help Miracle out with the extra movement speed. They might be able to kill Ace, but he's been slowed down by the Ghost Shroud. Ace trying to keep one step ahead of him. GH is going to be able to bring him back to base, so at least our Sven is going to get caught out by the 3 members of Secret right in front of that tier 3 tower, but it was not a stellar fight for Liquid.
Yeah, mid-1, absolutely full HP during that entire engagement. Ace was the target of choice for Liquid, but they were unable to do anything as now they make their second attempt.
Charge in, bumps a couple of those heroes. GH trying to hide himself in the trees, but oh my god, there's so much damage from Fada. They actually take down this Sven, and GH couldn't keep the tether alive because Mid-1 and Puppey were zoning him out and even getting that kill. Liquid tried to defend without all of their heroes, and they're going to pay dearly for that. Not just the tier 3, but now potentially a full lane of racks. A buyback from the Sven is going to be stopping things. Secret keep on hitting that melee rack. Now Puppey just line it up right on top of him. A tough mana Rupture goes on to Mid-1. Maybe they think this is the better target here with bounce back of Flame Break. If they could get a push or a pull or something, any sort of distance on Mid-1 to let the Rupture do a little bit more damage, maybe they could have gotten that kill, but they just don't find an opening to make that initiation.
And that's a very early set of racks taken. Oftentimes you only see something like the range racks being taken, and if you look at this mid tower, it's also in a similar position. Miracle had a buyback for that. They were unable to nab any sort of return kills. The situation is looking pretty poor right now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, they just, I don't know what really clicked for them. That game 2, I would look at it and say a little bit of draft, but Secret playing incredibly well in this game 3 are really taking it to the TI champs.
Liquid, they still have that tier 2 tower available at bottom lane, so even if they lose that mid racks, all is not lost. But it's not looking any better as Fada now finishes that Aethos. He is very farmed now.
You're going to have big time kiting from the Miracle, who normally you'd like to see like a blink on the Sven. I guess it's a Wisp lineup though, so blink's not really required. He's trying to work towards the BKB right now. It's necessary. Especially with that Rock Aethos. He is going to get kited for days if he doesn't have that immunity.
And this game's problematic for them because, for Liquid anyways, since they need a lot of different jumps, but they don't have it. They really only have this Batrider going in. The Spear Breaker charges is not really enough. They need to be able to pick up Fada, but at the same time they don't have any diffusals, so they can't really get through either the Crep or the Ghost Shroud. And they only have one BKB breaker. Actually they have 2, but the follow-up damage has to come from the Sven. They need a lot of different things to go right to win a team fight.
And it seems like Liquid, or excuse me, Secret, they are not taking any chances. Watching them on the minimap, they're sticking together full 5-man as they work their way through jungle builds, now going for the push at bottom lane, looking to take that tier 2. They are not breaking apart whatsoever and potentially risking Liquid coming out and getting a good smoke initiation or pickoff.
Yeah, and now Secret smoked up, trying to find something here. If they can find Matama Man, they might just try to go for the high ground, but he does have a BKB, so they really need the jump from YapzOr, who needs to find the Hex. They're going the long way. They're pinging out for this right now. Mind Control might be the first.
Instead, they're going to be able to take down the Initiator with the Reaper Scythe. He's definitely gone. Liquid scrambling to back out. go for the full-on TPs, everything they have. Now, fortunately, they do have a buyback, so Secret, even if they did go immediately for that tier 3 push, could have actually had a team fight, but instead, Secret gonna take the safer route. Again, go for the easy goal. Tier 2, bottom lane, Shrine also available.
Secret, what are your decisive moves? BP in that finals. They've been denied the opportunity a few times now, but maybe third time's the charm.
It's looking like a pretty easy road for Secret. Let's see if they don't trip up here.
Going to last long.
Nighttime activated. Secret start setting up. Nice damage on that tier 3. Pretty much just backdooring it with a bottom lane push, unlocking the backdoor protection. You just ignore the creeps that are mid. Blast down that tier 3.
And Secret, if they absolutely want to be sure of their victory, they could just wait for Roshan again, and that's where they're pinging towards next. But that might be Liquid's avenue back into this. Batrider, notorious for being one of the best Roshan fighters in the game. That vision advantage is very nice for them. And his ability to see into the pit is going to be invaluable for this next engagement. He's got the 4 staff completed too. This might be Liquid, after they shove out this mid lane and this top lane, smoking to that Roshan pit if they feel like Secret's doing it.
But you would say that, like, between the two, right? Secret potentially going high ground there, or playing out the Roshan. It's going to be an easier fight for Liquid if they're defending their high ground rather than venturing out into the pit.
I think you have to go for the pit.
Yeah.
It's really hard to fight Secret as Aegis, because you have to take one decisive move against the team that has an Aegis and a Pugna. Like, the Pugna will just blast you and force you into a situation where you have to cut him, or you'll just get wrecked.
Mid-one. Chilling out in the pit until Roshan spawns. CZ immediately calls Ace. They're not even bothering with spreading out or anything. They know that Liquid are not contesting them. They see too many heroes. See one at bottom. They've got good vision around the pit. And waves of that is going to be an Aegis now for Team Secret, as well as a Cheese. Who's going to pick up the Cheese? Looks like that was Fada rather than mid-1. Oh, no. Passed over to mid-1 there last second.
Now here comes the death push from Secret. And with that tier 3 still available at bottom, Liquid, they have some towers to work with, but I'd imagine they are going to do or die for this set of racks. And if they lose it, then the game becomes really impossible.
So Liquid back against the ropes, have to dodge pretty much multiple killing blows now, even if this push doesn't Secret.
Yeah, they've got
still going to be on the edge.
They likely have to win consecutive fights. If they can win a decisive fight here and not lose their racks, then the game sort of becomes reachable.
It opens up a little bit, right? Then you can push out waves, do the spend wisp things.
I'd say they have to win consecutive fights without losing racks. For this game to be within reach still. The way that was worded, though, I thought that meant that he was within the top 4% of all deaths. I was like, man, he dies a lot. But actually has 0.
Not this puppy. Not this game, anyway.
Now they're just taking out all the shrines and Liquid. They just have to huddle around their base. No buyback on that Sven. Does have that completed BKB now, though, which is going to help him out quite a bit. And Secret using this opportunity to just farm. I like this a lot. They're scaring Liquid into thinking that the 5-man push is coming at any moment. And during that time, all 5 of them are just hitting creeps.
Yeah, might as well get a little bit more of an advantage. I don't know what items they're going to be picking up that is going to change in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Because eventually they are going to go for that push, right? Just a little bit later when the Aegis is closer to expiring.
Yeah, when there's 3 minutes on that Aegis, what's the point?
Yeah. And we are at that 3-minute marker. And Secret start skedaddling over to the bottom lane. Blink Dagger being picked up by a lot of heroes on Team Secret. They want to have the mobility advantage, it seems, and continue to kite that Sven around. Looks like Ace is thinking about picking up himself. We have the neck post grab one as well.
He's actually changing build.
Okay, back to the butterfly. More of a damage dealing aspect.
He's got Aegis. I don't think it means too much.
Yeah.
He has Diffusal for the chase. And Spada trying to go for a Lincoln's, counteracting that Bat Rider as Secret. Maybe now is the time for them to gear up. 15,000 gold built up at just 30 minutes into the game. Liquid doesn't really have a lot working. 35,000 total net worth against the 50 of Secret. That is still a 10-second BKB though on both of their cores, and they haven't been able to flash quite yet.
And they can do God Strength plus Blood Rage on Miracle, which is the potential for a lot of damage if Secret screw up their positioning.
And Ace, I'm gonna walk up the high ground.
Smoke.
Mind control, pops the Firefly. What's the initiation that they're looking for? They gotta drag somebody in deep.
Oh my god, actually just gonna blow up the Sven. He's down for a minute and a half before Liquid can jump. Secret actually get the initiation first. Now they make the jump in and aren't gonna be able to get Fada, but it's a bit too late. They're only gonna make it a 4 versus 4 with Ace on top of them. Trying to finish off Kuro is gonna be able to bring down the Spear Breaker. Now GH's next target going for the Diffuse Blade is gonna be able to catch him. Matumba Man gets the silence onto the Juggernaut, but it's gonna be met by mid-one. Immediately disables up, not gonna be able to do anything. A force stab buys him a little bit more time, but slowed down by so many Diffuser Blade charges, and it's gonna go down to Ace. Triple kill there. Secret have locked Liquid inside of their fountain. A minute left on the death timers of both the Sven and the Bloodseeker. Liquid's basically pretty much all Secrets. They're gonna be able to take both mid lane and probably bottom lane.
Yeah, in Secret, they want revenge for what happened to TI, knocking Liquid out, their favorite patch right now. They're making their way bottom.
Charge on through. Okay, that's a good charge right at the after. Tried to jump forward, but they still managed to get the Wisp kill. And Mind Control just doesn't have the damage to do a whole lot. Puppy gets another heal thanks to mid-one, and he's going to be just enough to be able to get out of here. It seems like Kuro is going to die on that back line. Trying to charge on through. He is locked. Secret only chopping down the minor tier 3 tower. Whole bunch of sorry's being spammed out by Fada as he's about to knock his former team. He is a one hammer. Another stun comes out. The man does manage to get the BKB off of time, but just doesn't have the rending power to be able to stop this one. Now they manage to get the Rupture plus the lasso, pulling him down to half health. Gets over to the shrine, but Ace is able to pop the finish. Just running after Mind Control. He's going to be able to get the heal off, and he is good. Miracle. Okay, he's got his. Never mind. Fada managed to get off a little bit of Decrepify action. Delays his own death. He eventually does go down, but it doesn't stop the Mega Crease from being gotten by Team Liquid. Oh, finger death and Reaper side from the edge there. Secret do manage to pick up yet another kill, but now they can just full on retreat. They've got Megas by 32 minutes. It would take a real miracle, not just the player, for Team Liquid to be able to come back from this kind of advantage.
Yes, and even with the BKB charges, without a Diffusal, without a Radiance on their Bloodseeker, things seem pretty bleak right now. As with no racks available, they do still have their tier 4 towers up.
Team Secret are just not letting up. They're going back into the base. They're going to get Vision down. They're not going to give any opportunity for Liquid to just kind of chill out, you know, farm a little bit. They're going to keep their foot right on Liquid's throat.
There's no BKBs, there's no God Strength on Miracle. They likely wait for the Pugna anyways, just to cement this game. Yeah. They're even pinging Roshan. Oh, Secret, they don't want to throw this game.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen them in a major final. I think the last time was Shanghai. That has been so long. Secret fans have been waiting for a Secret team to finally get back on top, and they don't want to throw that away.
31-10, 23K. The metrics go on and on, supporting Secret's dominance of this game 3. But Liquid, they are going to fight it out. They're going to hold on to the faintest hope that they can come back from Megas so early on into the game as well. It's going to be a long, hard slog, and pretty much everything has to go perfect for them just to have a chance.
They got one of the better heroes dealing with Mega Creeps up.
Mind Control, try to do something a little cheeky, went way outside the base, try to farm some of the enemy jungle, and getting caught.
And he's going to go down quite easily here as Secret, continuing to tighten the noose as they've got White the lead built up 25K now. As Secret, they're running down mid. Everyone joining suit.
Sure, on aim, first spin. Doesn't have a TP out. We're gonna try and go out there. Manage to get a charge up. Kuro gets turned around on instantly. Dagon makes short work of him.
He didn't even have enough time to get the Reaper Scythe off. That's how fast his death was. Now here we go.
Megas.
Your 4 towers are being pinged.
Miracle deals with the Megas. Here sort of flooding in. Another stun. Vigor death. No Reaper Scythe. Good defensive force snap coming out from Liquid is going to be able to save that one. And now the pull back into the fountain. Onto the Necrophones. They're going to be able to take him down pretty easily. And Miracle does do a lot of damage. He jumps forward onto Ace. They brought down both the tier 4s. Miracle wants his vengeance though. He goes for Fawn in the back line. Does have a stun up coming in a second. 1 chop, 2 chop. That's all that it takes. But they managed to dodge out with a defensive force staff. And now Decrepify. He's going to be able to live. And now Ace is able to jump in with a Hex. BKB gone from Miracle allows him completely susceptible to Team Liquid. And that's it. Secret. They've done it. Completely jubilant as they managed to take down the Team champs and are going to be heading of ESL 1 Hamburg.
Oh, this must feel so sweet for them. It's been a long time coming for Puppey. The rest of his young squad hasn't experienced victory like this as they move on to face VP in a best of 3 to determine